And you're on. Please.
Well, good evening and welcome to Grandma's Attic Music Review. I'm so glad to have you guys here with me tonight. A really great show. Ben and Nancy Parent are here, and Ben's just fresh off the Center Circle out at the Rose Barn, so that should be exciting to talk about. It's going to be awesome. If you haven't seen Ben and Nancy Parent perform together, they're a couple. They're not brother and sister. They're a couple, and their connection shows when they play. So without further ado, let me turn this show over to Ben and Nancy Parent.
Thanks for having us, Dot. I'm Ben, she's Nancy. We're going to play some music. Here we go.
All right.
I will look back down and see there was no simple truth, there was no easy way to recognize my reason, had to cover all that ground to finally find my freedom, had to unwind what I had bound. It's up to you, it's up to you. What else needs to prove? Find a path to follow that means something to you. It's up to you. It's up to you. Listen to your own voice. Don't let them drown you out. It's up to you. It's up to you. What else needs to prove? Find a path to follow that means something to you. It's up to you. It's up to you. What else will do it for you? Listen to your own voice. Don't let them drown you out. I said, listen to your own voice. Don't let them drown you out. All right.
Thank
The song
you.
is called It's Up to You. It's about the individual. This song is called Face to Face. It's about the couple. Fool me once, fool me twice, won't fool me again. As we sit across the table, love, we still be friends. I come to you with my soul laid bare, no place to hide. take the time to talk it out. Both run back inside. Trying to see this is doing to me. Still trying to find a little piece of mind. Second thoughts and second chances. Here we are today. No more jealousy or backward glances. We're both here to stay. So let's keep the phone lines open. I'll wait for your call. Should the walls come caving in, just let them fall. Let's talk it over. Trying to see this is doing to me. Still trying to find a little piece of mind. So long, it's worse, it gets better. Still holding on. Our love grows strong, hour by hour, day by day. After our last dance, I never thought I'd break bread again. If I've only learned one thing, it's this, my friend. All we've got is this moment, not a second to waste. So let's strip off the veil of talk face to face. Let's talk it over. Trying to see this is doing to me. Still trying to find a little piece of mind. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Nancy and I play in a band called the River Gods. I think we're going to play a song off that. Is that what we're doing next?
What are we doing next?
When times
Are good? Yeah. So this is actually off our new CD that we just released about a week ago or so, 2 weeks ago, called Never Grow Old, and it's a 4-song EP, a little mini CD, and this song When Times Were Good, right? Is what we're playing next.
And it's about when times were good. 2, 3, 4. When times were good, parents threw great parties. It was beach houses and Mercedes. Times were good. Times were good. Champagne came in buckets. It was tennis skirts and truffles. Times were good.
But don't sweat it, baby.
Good fortunes come and go.
Learn to pick the crumbs up off the ground. You won't regret it, baby.
It's not that lonely at the bottom.
You learn to get along with everyone.
Times were good. The head was in a vacuum. It was cigarettes and mushrooms. Times were good. Times were good. Didn't have to chase her. She was ready to be erased. Your car.
But don't sweat it, baby.
You have to be less lazy.
Learn to get along on your own. You won't regret it, baby.
It's not that lonely at the bottom.
You learn to get along with everyone.
Times were good. Walked on golden sidewalks. It was mirrored balls and small talk. Times were good. Times were good. They called your name out in the streets. You were the one to meet. Times were good.
But don't sweat it, baby.
You're in a space called baby.
So you don't know if you're here or there.
Or anywhere.
You won't regret it, baby.
It's not that lonely at the bottom.
Learn to get along with everyone. When will the times be good again? 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 Thank you.
Thank you. You want to sing one?
Yeah. So,
Take it away.
yeah, we're going to do a song called Take It Away. This is a song I recorded on my solo album in October 2012 that came out. And And I wrote it in the wintertime, so I would say it's sentimental of those hard summer or winter snowy, dark moments.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So.
Words from you seem sincere. Sang of love offered you. Made us slowly steer through. Always make it back to you. Good breath up against the glass. In a foot of snow that soon will pass. Broken wing can take its flight, and it slips into the night, and you take it away, and you take it away, and you take it away. Words of contempt in the morning after. A change of heart from dreams to falter. These lines we walk on black or white.
Lines we walk out, black or white.
Desire swells into the night. On these pages we search to
On
find.
these pages,
Our wounded places, our souls untied. Bird pressed up against the glass, in a foot of snow that soon will pass. Broken ring can take its flight, and it slips into the night, and you take it away, and you take it away, and you take it away, you take it away.
Thank you.
It is almost time for you to leave, so why don't you come over and have a seat, and we'll have a little interview, and then you can go on your way, and then I'll take care of your husband all by myself.
All right, well, that's that.
Ooh, that sounded a little weird, didn't it? Whoops, that was from Grandma, I'm sorry. Sometimes my choice of words is a little off color, I think. It's one of those things that makes me old and special. One of the things that I want to tell you all about while they're getting over here and getting hooked up is this coming Friday night is Valentine's Day. A day for lovers or a day for haters, I don't know. Little cupids flying around, I don't get all that stuff. But there's a bunch of stuff going on, so no matter where you are, you can find something to do. First and foremost, this couple, this lovely, wonderful couple, and Dan and Liz will be performing at Friday Night Folk. If you want more information on that, go to www.fridaynightfolk.org. Both couples will be performing. It's going to be a night of wine and flowers. So that is held at the Unitarian Universalist Church at 19 J Street. Also that night, out at the Kate, Christine Ullman will be performing. And you can find that at the Kate. Just Google the Kate and you'll be fine. And earlier in the evening, Annie Wolk, that you saw on my show a couple weeks ago, will be at Nightingale's Acoustic Cafe. So you can go out and see her. So Friday night, Valentine's Day, there's plenty to do. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Welcome to my little table of intrigue.
I like your table of intrigue.
So
Yeah.
this is the River Gods. Is this what the album cover looks like?
It does. That's a little poster.
I like it.
I have a CD for you, but I forgot it. So.
I was going to say, where's my CD? I can't play it on my show till I have it in my hand. So anyway, you guys had your record release party, not this last Saturday, but the Saturday before.
We did.
And it kicked butt. It was packed.
Yeah, we had a blast.
Yeah,
Good
I
times.
heard. I was up at the Hygienic Rock Fix. So sometimes I can't be, I say it all the time, so much music, so little time.
It was cold. It was cold that
It
night.
was cold.
It was hard to mobilize. Once you
yeah,
guys
well,
situated somewhere, you know.
I was pretty snuggled in for the evening, I have to say, watching there was some great music. But let's talk about your music. First of all, let's figure out, how did you two realize that together you could make such wonderfully romantic music? It really is romantic. When you two sing together, people get, goosebumps and stuff.
See?
Yeah,
You didn't know that?
well, it's just kind of just always been a part of our relationship. We started dating in 1997, and pretty much
That's a long time
once
ago.
we started dating, I started singing with the River Gods, and then gradually over time just took on a more prominent role. And
The River Gods were
Yeah.
a band for about a year.
Before
without
her.
Nancy.
before me.
Did you know her at all then?
We'd known each other throughout the 90s, and then sort of started hanging out and going out in 1997 or so,
And you were
started singing together about that time.
You were smitten.
Still smitten.
It's been an evolution,
I've watched that.
It's been an evolution. For both of us, in terms of like our songwriting and our just developing as artists together, but independently,
Right.
it's been a very fulfilling.
Were you in a band before the River Gods at all?
I was not in a. Well, actually, I played with some local musicians here and there. I played with Craig Johnson, who plays with. What's the name of their band now?
Monkey
The
68?
Blues.
Oh, plays with Lorraine's band.
Yeah, the blues band.
Jazz band. What is it called?
The jazz band.
Thank you.
Fox Nova.
So anyway-
Sorry, Lorraine. And he
I-
plays with Vince Tuckwood.
Yeah, I played
Monkey
with a
68.
few different people in the New London area. But I had always been like jamming on my acoustic guitar and singing like Indigo Girls songs in college, and just someday knew that I really wanted to be on stage with my guitar, and it was always kind of a dream of mine. So
And you also play steel. What's it
yeah,
called?
pedal steel guitar.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I picked that up with the River Gods. Ben had thought it would be cool to incorporate the sound. We were listening to Eric Haywood a lot, who was a member of Sunvolt early on, and
So it's a good story. Want to hear the story?
yeah. So
So I like the sound of pedal steel from like country music, and I found like one in a Yankee Swapper, whatever those things are called, like those books they used to have.
Yeah.
Somebody was selling.
No, it was a penny saver.
Penny saver.
Yeah.
Whatever. Somebody was selling one for like $75 somewhere across
Wow.
the state. So we drove like an hour and a half to get it, and it turned out to be this little student model, but it was, we bought it, and
It's this guy. It was his grandfather's actually, and his grandfather
Built
had
it,
assembled it like a kit that you
Right.
just assemble.
Yeah.
And he had his grandfather had died, and he threw it up in the penny saver and basically just dug it out of the attic to sell it. And
I
Yeah.
like things that are in the attic.
so we went and got it and bought it, and then like we weren't thinking Nancy would play it, but I like sat down to try to play, and I was like, And Nancy sat down and sort of naturally, it's kind of a very vocal instrument. You have to be careful of the pitch and being in tune. So she sort of had a better ear for it. So I was like, whoosh.
I just loved
You're
it.
playing
It was
it.
very
I know.
unexpected,
It's
actually.
very natural. When I watch you play it, it's a very natural thing for you. It's a part of you. I see that. Now
Me.
we're going to get back to you later. I want
All right.
I want to talk a little bit about what I do here in the attic, which is expose secrets.
Uh-oh.
You have two beautiful children. I want to know what it was that made you decide you needed to propose to her. She was already in your band. You already had your fix with her. You already had her. She was already yours. She was in your band.
I had the fish in the boat. I just had to whack it with the oar. Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying?
So what made you whack her with an oar?
I didn't. She whacked me with the oar.
No.
Did you propose to him?
No. It's
Look at the love. Look at the love between
It was
you.
a-
It was
it's a sore subject.
non-traditional. No, it just was totally not your traditional.
It was kind of
It was
mutual.
like, all right, let's get married. So, and then we had a short engagement. We got engaged in like March, and we got married in August.
It was a little bit
Get
like,
the show on the road, you know?
yeah, it was a
Yeah,
little bit like,
I don't
let's
believe
get
in
the
long.
show on the road.
I don't believe in long
That's a good way of
engagements
putting it.
either.
That's not quite how I put it, but that's a good way to put it.
So,
So.
yeah.
So that's
Then
a
we
good
went
thing.
and saw my parents and told them we were thinking about getting married, and they broke out the champagne and
And then it was like, okay, I guess we gotta do it.
Once parents break out the champagne, that's kind of the end of it. Or once your father looks at you and say, "You're going down that aisle," then you go. So anyway, you just got done playing out at the Rose Barn. Were you out
Fantastic.
there with him? It was a wonderful show, I'm going to assume?
Yeah.
Yeah, great show.
Great.
Did the kids go with you?
Kids are at the grandparents.
That's where they belong. That's
Things are good.
Grandparents are great. Now, you just did this EP
Yes.
called Never Grow Old. That should be our motto in life, never grow old. We need to keep our child alive. What made you come up with this?
The song or the cover art or what? Both? The whole package?
The whole package, the song.
The song is my ode to aging or not aging, or trying not to age. No one can stop the aging process, I guess, but we can sing about it and, fight it.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people, I said this the other day, like a lot of people that I know around here just they sort of have that attitude. They don't want to, I don't even know what's growing old gracefully? Nobody, I think in this day and age, these things are less defined, like what you can do at what age. So like, you
Right.
do what you want as long as you can,
Absolutely.
right? That's basically what it boils down
Get
to.
settling into yourself, you
Yeah.
know, and just enjoying every moment, you know.
I think that there's a certain place that we get to as adults where we realize that to be adults we need to be children.
Yeah.
At least for me. I know that I've reached that place a few years ago and whoa. So anyway,
Yeah, well, there's, just quickly, there's that slogan, youth is wasted on the young, and I say that in the song.
Yeah.
And, I think old people say that, or older people say that, but I think it's, it's like you don't always realize when you're younger, how good you have it.
how
And
good
then,
life is.
yeah,
How good
so,
life
you know.
is. I think it's really important to realize the good things around us and not focus on the negativity. I think the media gives us so much negative that we have to bring the positive, which is one of the reasons I do this
Amen.
show. You post a lot of pictures on Facebook of your family and doing things outside, and your philosophy on parenting seems to be really old-fashioned and really in sync with the way that I was brought up too. Do you feel that parenting today is kind of put to the wayside by I want to say normal parents, but a lot of parents aren't doing the same things that we've done as parents and doing the traditional things with your kids, going on vacations and keeping them away from video games 24 hours a day. I know you don't let your kids play videos all the time.
It's interesting.
hard,
There's
you
a lot
know,
of
it's
challenges, and
hard.
I wouldn't, I'd say we try to do it like most parents and just do the best we can. I think, there's a great game called Minecraft. I don't know if you've heard of that game, which my son loves, and it's a great game. You're building stuff, and you're like, it's amazing. Like you build these virtual worlds, and
I
then
know.
you have to remember how to get around them, and so when you think about that, it's really like kind of constructing knowledge. It's like it's a learning game, and
It really is.
what's wrong with that? So I
Okay,
don't
So
think
with
we're.
limits.
Yeah, I mean, we're.
So here I come in, yeah.
But your children
Because
also do art.
We do. We really, the thing is we've always, since they were little, we've always had like this huge shelf in our kitchen with art supplies, and it's always just available to them 24/7,
Right.
in their waking hours. And I, Ben's really artistic too.
Yes, he is.
Illustrator. And so, the thing is, we've just always tried to nurture a level of like just artistic expression, whatever that is, and just try to, always limit the screen. But
Yeah.
the thing is, it's like as they get older, it gets harder. It gets
know.
harder as they're older.
And you said media too. I
Yeah.
think I mean, not to, I would never, people do whatever they want, but I think there's so much in our popular culture that's just so in your face and da-da-da. And I think, we try to limit like television and,
Yeah, we don't actually let them watch television.
because it's,
Right.
I mean,
They can
PBS or
watch
whatever,
movies,
but like,
or they can watch, Netflix, something or other.
Right.
But they're not exposed to a lot of they're not exposed to really any television.
Right.
So, I don't know. Everyone has their own
Yeah.
philosophies
I mean,
on
they
this,
watch-
so it's like, it depends on what you value, what your interests
Right.
are, and everyone's different. So I don't ever try to suggest I know
Well, I think the
pretty much
fact that
anything
you
about
guys, you guys cook together, you let your daughter cook, and your daughter makes cards for people, and I've seen the way
They're
that
very involved.
yeah, it's a good thing. But
so like anyone else, you put your best face out there. So it's not all roses, just so you know.
No.
no, you have to have daisies and daffodils and some
Plenty of
dandelions.
weeds.
You need to go because you need to get home so the babysitter can go home, and I'm going to keep him and talk to him for a while. Me and Ben.
Just 5 more minutes.
Oh, I thought she had to leave at 4:15, but that's okay. I'm good. I'll keep you guys talking.
I can, yeah.
You have time?
I have about 10 more minutes.
We don't want to play another song? Why don't we play another
No,
song?
no. I'm going to let you go back and play music after. All right. So you just dropped this CD. Before that, there was the Good Sponge #2,
Yep,
and you're the producer of that.
I am.
You are. What made you come up with, first of all, Good Sponge, kind of the brain thing, suck it in, it's all good. What made you decide to bring together local artists to make these compilations?
There's so many amazing musicians around here, so many amazing artists, and I think there's strength in numbers. There's a lot of people that play around here. There's a lot of people trying to get their music, get their art out there, and I thought it would be a nice way to. And there's been other compilations. Rich Martin has done a bunch of compilations, and I think they sort of have a history around here. Towers in New London, in the 80s and 90s. So I think to me, it was just a way of getting a bunch of people together to see if they could help support each other's music, and that's happened to various degrees.
Yeah, it really has. That summer was the summer of the Red Hot Stovetops, which I'll never forget. I was so excited about them, and then all of a sudden they were gone. I think I grieved that passing. I did. I think I cried when that ended. I was really into that. But that was my soundtrack for that summer. And I told people on the radio that, and I played it all the time. It went in my CD player, and it rarely, in that whole summer, it never came out of my CD player. Now I have it, and I play it on the radio and stuff, but it was so
Funny,
good.
huh? It's
And
funny how
it
those
was
things
so good, and the party was so good. It was everybody that everybody was at that party. I mean, I don't know who wasn't there. Even my gaffer was there. So then you put out Good Sponge 2.
Yes.
And you pulled in some other people, Hannah Fair.
Yep.
You let a really different kind of music with the what are they called? The Burnout Space
Well, the
Monsters.
Burnouts from Outer Space.
Yeah, there we go.
Best.
That's a good track.
Great
That's
track.
a great track.
Great song. Oh, Bobby Crash.
He's a legend in his own mind. He really is.
You know what? He's a nice guy.
He's a great
He's a
guy.
sweetheart, so,
He's a great guy. I've had him on the show here. Him and his bottle on my show. It was an evening to remember, I have to tell you. Is there a Good Sponge 3 coming up?
Yeah, I think we'll do it again. I took this year off. Usually we do them around this time of year, but you only have so much energy, and we wanted to get this record out, and other people have asked me, the artists on the other ones, and wanted to kick in and help out, and we'll definitely do it again. Just a matter of when the timing is right.
Do you have any ideas of who new and different you'll have?
It's a good question. So the thing is, you have everybody who's on the first one, they want to be on again, but you also want to introduce new people, and then there's you physically run out of space on a CD, right?
Well, yeah.
So do you do a double CD? Do you not? The success of one lends itself to lots of questions about future ones. I would like to do something different. I think they're great to promote, but I think it would be interesting to either I don't know, everybody write a certain type of song, or somebody was saying a duets album, or maybe give it a theme or something. I mean, I think it's cool just to do them as what they are, but after you do a few, I think it'd be interesting to mix it up and.
That sounds like a great idea.
So we'll see.
Lots of ideas. You do a theme center circle, and I'll do a theme show here and on both stations.
All right.
And we'll get it all out, and we'll get all the bands, and between the three places, we'll get it all on, because that's good stuff.
I don't know if anybody would want to do this, but I would love to do like social justice, protest music, or have everybody write a theme song about something. And
Well, with the passing of Pete Seeger, I think that's,
That'd be
There you
timely.
go.
yeah, it really would. And I
think
think there's going to be an opportunity for some songwriters to do some of that. There's a idea being tossed around by a couple of organizations about doing a New London Pete Seeger tribute, and you'll hear
Cool.
about that when it happens.
Nice.
Cool.
The meeting's Tuesday, so you'll hear about that if that's going to go down. When's your next album coming out?
Oh,
Or do you have a
I
book
gotta write
coming out
some
first?
songs.
Do you have a book?
no.
No.
I'm in that necessary processing life place in order to then create something. You gotta process life before you can create art. But so I was actually running through a song idea I had this morning in my head, and I have a couple of new songs. But I need more material. I need time and space
I understand
to
that.
write. So it's slow. The album that I put out, the solo album, were songs that I had written over a 10-year period.
Really?
So I'm not a prolific writer. I just it comes when it comes.
It's a really good album.
It's not a steady stream.
Well, we were listening to it today on Radio Mitchell Online, and I was thinking to myself as I was listening to the words and your voice, oh my gosh, your voice it's angelic. It really is. I love your voice. I was listening to the words. I think I played Iris and what's cut number 5? Whatever cut number 5 was, I played, and I played cut number 1.
Don't ask her.
No, I can't. Well, it gets mixed up in my head. But I played 3 songs off from it because I was talking about you guys being here tonight, and I was just listening to your words, and they're introspective, they're intelligent, but then, yeah, that goes without saying for you. But they lend to feelings that, and this is what I say about writers all the time, you songwriters give those of us that can't a place to find words for emotions that we don't know how to express. And I think that you guys do that really well.
Thank you.
One of my favorite songs that you do is Squeeze Me.
Oh, squeezing?
Yeah, Squeezing. I love that song, but it's a happy song, but it's got some serious truths to it. So, and you write, that's not the only song you've written that does that parallel thing.
I think the whole new record is like that. Like somebody else said that. They said like it's like a, the sort of the yin and yang or the bittersweet thing. And I think, I don't know, that's pretty common emotion to me. Like feeling happy about something, but there's also some,
That's
another emotion on the bottom end or
Yeah,
whatever,
exactly.
Or vice versa, Mm-hmm. So that's
It's
life.
good stuff.
Life.
I don't want to keep you from your children.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. So,
You can sneak out when the camera's on dot.
yeah. Where do you guys see you going from here? I know that this coming up Friday night on Valentine's Day, you're going to do a show with Dan and Liz at Friday Night Folk. That's really exciting.
Super excited about that.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
looking forward to that.
It's going to be a great night.
Nice people.
Great night.
Yeah, it's a great venue. It's comfortable and it has a nice, I don't know, very like
The acoustics are great.
celestial feel.
Yeah.
to it. It's just
Well,
nice.
yeah. And you guys go there once in a while as congregants, right?
That's
Oh,
right. Yeah.
Good
That's
people.
nice.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
people.
really
Part
good
of
people
our
there.
community, yeah.
Yeah, I like it. So where do you guys see you guys going with your music in the next 5 to 10 years? That's a long,
Oh.
10 years is a long time.
That's a long
So cut it
time.
down to 5.
That's still a long time.
No, it's not.
We're definitely going to keep putting out more.
Yeah,
I want to do another solo album. You might do a solo album.
Yeah, we have
We'll
tons
do
of-
more River Gods
River
stuff.
Gods have tons of songs.
Never
Yeah.
a dearth of songs from the River Gods. Yeah, we're just going to keep creating. Keep putting it out there.
We
Is
want to do
there
a Christmas album.
That'd be cool. Are you serious? Wait. Okay, while you go, I'm going to talk to Ben. I want to ask him some
I'll
stuff
leave
about...
you on that note. You can.
Yeah, okay.
Ready, camera 3,
Thank you
take camera 3.
so much,
Thank you so
Nancy, for
much.
coming
Thank
and
you.
being part of my show. And I
Oh,
look forward
my
to your new
privilege.
album, and I'll see you Friday night.
All right. See you then.
Thank you.
Bye.
So, Ben, let's talk about
move?
some of your, you can do whatever you want.
How's that?
Let's talk about some of your other things. You were in a band called Superbald.
I was in a band called Super Bald.
Tell me a little about that band.
Super Bald is a fun kind of surf punk kind of band.
Right.
Steve Elsey, who's the children's musician, and Trevor Chandonnet, another handsome bald guy, and it's sort of a fun rock band.
Where did it come from? Where did it originate? And where did the name come from? Is it because you guys were all keeping your head shaved?
The name came from my imagination, and yeah, I mean, I guess because we're follically challenged to some extent, a couple of us, but it's kind of funny. Like, I like the juxtaposition of words that you wouldn't think go together, and
Right.
I sort of like the idea of
Bald and super?
yes, bye. Yeah, like I don't know, I don't even know what it means, but it was funny to me, so it's still funny to me.
It's great. It's
Super
great.
bald.
Yeah, it's great. And it's fun to listen to, too.
Thank you.
I had to go back in the archives to find some Super Bald.
Oh, you played some, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm planning on doing a show of all older New London music
Sweet.
coming up, so I had to check some of that out. Now, you're planning to, this is out, but you guys are planning on a new album after this?
We are always thinking about the next thing. I would actually like to do something a little bit more acoustic. The River Gods haven't done that in a long time. So, this album's pretty rocking for us, and it sounds great. It's great drum sound, really well produced, and I love it. But we have a kind of a yin and yang to our sound too. We can,
you do.
We can play.
One of the things I love about the River Gods
Rock
is
it up
they-
a little bit,
Yep.
or we can go quiet too. And it would be nice to do something, I think, a little bit more quiet, just because I think it's different textures and it's interesting.
It is.
I like mixing it up.
Yeah, you do.
I get bored the same.
If you could take the River Gods apart, okay? We're going to build a new band
Yep.
of
Oh.
people that you haven't had in your band from the musicians in New London. Rock it up a bit. No, Nancy can't be in this
Yeah.
band. Nancy cannot be in this band. Okay. So let's see, who would be on lead guitar?
Lead guitar. I would probably, let's see, lead guitar.
Now you're going to think personalities and music at the same time here.
A guitarist that I love is Matt Potter from the band Fatal Film. You know Matt?
I
don't know if
played
I'd
this
call
whole
him
brand new
a lead player, but he'd be a fun guitar player to play with.
Yep.
Who else? Hollis Dunlap. You know Hollis from Above Below. He's definitely somebody I'd have as a lead guitar player.
Okay, bass player. Let's move to bass. And we're going to use an upright or an electric?
You know, Karina is.
Isn't she fabulous?
I would have her play all of it. You know, like upright and electric or whatever.
Yeah, she's amazing.
She plays in a lot of bands, so she wouldn't play with me. But
I didn't ask if they were going to say yes to you. I asked who you would have in your band. Okay, who's your drummer?
My drummer. Drummer from the area that I would like to play with. Boy, there's a few. Do you know Helen Nader from
Yes.
sort of the Chester scene? She played with John Freese for a
She's
little
actually
while.
going to be on my show next week.
Yeah, she's really cool. I've always admired her style, and she's a really good singer too. I got to play with her at a tribute concert at the Kate one time.
Yeah, she's pretty amazing.
I like that idea, having someone like that back there.
Yeah, that's cool.
It'd be kind of cool.
Okay, so let's put a keyboard player into this band.
Boy, keyboard player, other than my own Dan Spano, who I love.
No, Danny can't play in this band. I already told you, Dan.
Jay Franklin.
Okay.
How's that?
That works.
Jay Franklin.
That works well. So we have this new band, and it's going to be kind of a rockin' band if you've got those people together. And we're going to write a song about New London.
All right.
What kind of song is it going to be?
Boy, that I haven't written already about New London.
We love New London.
So you bring together a bunch of musicians like that, you'll probably start singing about like musician type issues, you know, people dealing with personalities and local scene and stuff like that. So I love New London. New London is an amazing, you know, for a music scene, it's amazing. I mean,
It really
there's
is.
so much music, and you know, for a city our size. You asked me what I'd call a song about New London? I don't know. I'd have to
What
think
kind of
about
song would it be? Would it be smooth and country-ish, or do you think it would be a little super baldy with that whole punk rock scene, or
I think with Matt Potter in the band, it would definitely be
a little punky?
a little punky.
I played that whole album today. Oh my goodness, that Fatal Film album just came out.
He's a heck of a songwriter,
He
a nice
really
guy,
is.
and a really interesting guy.
He's smarter than he allows himself to appear.
Absolutely.
I think there's several people in our community that do that. They keep their brilliance under wraps, and we all kind of think they're kind of da-da-da-da, and they're really not.
I think that's the thing about the arts is it's like you know, there are people that are incredibly brilliant, and but they express themselves in their own way, their own unique way. That's
Right.
what the arts are all about, right? So
I could name
they're
off the
not
top
going
of
to
my
be,
head.
they're not going to follow a certain career path or a certain trajectory or whatever, but like they're really bright lights and they really need to shine, right?
Right.
They just
right.
need to find the
well,
way to do it.
and working together to keep this community vibrant, bringing those people, especially the ones that have a little bit of shyness to them. I'm thinking like of Matt Gouette. He's brilliant, but he's shy.
Yeah.
And he's extremely
Matt
introverted.
Shy? You think Matt Shy?
Yeah. He out in public he puts on a mask, but he's introverted more than most of us are.
Yeah.
Believe it or not. Maybe not you, but
I'm introverted.
I'm an extreme introvert, believe it or not. Nobody believes that, but it's true. Anyway, so we have this band and we're doing these wonderful things. If you could take this community and tell it one thing to keep it vibrant and keep it alive, what would you say to your fellow musicians, your fellow artists? What would be your Ben Parent, I'm leaving this legacy to you so that you'll carry on New London?
I would say be nice. Just be nice to each other. I mean, like I think like you know, we're still in community with one another. So it's like some people are trying to make it. Some people are just playing music around here. Some people are trying to make a living playing music. Some people do it part-time. But at the end of the day, you still run into each other at Stop and Shop. You still run into each other at the Dutch. You still run into each other, downtown. So it's like, it'd be nice.
Do you see that's not happening as much as it should?
I actually think it's happening more than it has.
Okay.
There's been times where I think people get really kind of competitive with each other around here. And that's okay. I guess that's part of
Well, I think when
whatever,
things
but-
start to get competitive like that, people kick their game up. And then we all come back together and make it work some more.
So you still got to see people at the grocery store. So you can
Right.
kick your game up or, get your chops up or whatever you're doing. But like
Love
at the
each
end of the
other.
day,
Be
I don't
nice
know,
and love
be nice
each
to
other.
each other. It's like,
It's wonderful. So how much music do you have to play for me? Do you want to play 2 songs and take us out?
sure, play whatever you want.
I'm excited.
All
Ben,
right.
thank you so much for coming to
Thanks
Grandma's
for having
Attic.
me, Grandma.
I love having you here. You have 5 minutes of show.
Sorry.
Do you have 5 minutes of song?
Sure.
I bet you
I'll play
do.
one song. It's 5 minutes long. How's that?
I'm good with that. Thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome.
For all y'all, this has been Parent. Thank you for watching Grandma's Attic Music Review. I'll see you next week.
Sorry. Want to get the right harmonica for you? All right, Dot, this one's for you.
Cool.
I woke up that morning with the strangest of feelings, like I'd done something wrong. I'd been caught stealing. I looked to my left to where she lay dreaming, wondering what's happening there. Sometimes you feel guilty till your innocence comes shining on down like Providence. Another victim of good intentions left sitting alone on the vine. Everyone likes to tell you it'll be alright. Everyone likes to tell you it'll be alright, but it won't. So never go, never slow down, never say when, you won't always be around. When you're flying high, please never come down. When your ship sets sail, may it never run aground. When you're young, there's so much to spend on tiny baubles, tried circumstance. You always think your line's gonna mend each and every time that it breaks. But shiny new toys mean nothing to me now. Just give me a pardon, let me go free. I'll take a jubilee walk down to the sea, maybe dip my soul in the Thames. Not gonna try and tell you it'll be alright. Not gonna try and tell you it'll be alright, 'cause it won't. So never go, never slow down, never say when, you won't always be around. When you're flying high, please never come down. When your ship sets sail, it never run aground. I used to know better, but now I don't know. Can't see to be seen, can't get back in the flow. Still I used to live in this life that I know I've been scratching out for years. So carry on, boys, don't you tarry. It all gets different when you settle and marry. Be like the winds, may they ride where you carry. Don't drop anchor too soon. They like to say it's wasted on the young. They like to say youth is wasted on the young. 'Cause it is, so never grow old, never slow down. Never say when, you won't always be around. When you're climbing high, may you never come down. When your ship sets sail, may it never run aground.
Yay! And that was off the brand new EP, Never Grow Old by the River.